What's going on, guys? It's your boy ASG15. Today, we are back with another Memphis Tigers franchise video to go through today. We're going to be going through the regular season here and just going to see how the team does. Hopefully, make the playoffs once again. So, taking a look at the lineup this year, it will be Vasily Podkolzin, Jack Drury, Mikko Rantanen, Jake Neighbors, Ryan O'Reilly, Kirill Kaprizov, the big offseason signing, David Gustafsson, Frederick Gaudreau, Tyson Forster, Steph Nason, Steven Lorentz, and Vasily Ponomarev. For defense, it should be the same as last year, other than the call-up of Isaac Phillips. So it'll be Provorov, Kesselring, Phillips, Schneider, Lundqvist, and Samuelson. And goalies, Igor Shesterkin and Spencer Knight again. Taking a look at the power play. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. We are going to sim. We'll sim to January 1st again. Right. I forgot about that. We need to make a decision. So, the reason Jack Drury is center 1 on the team currently. Shane Pinto is holding out. Second line forward, possibly ready for the first line. Developed elite edges. Would like to bring him back. I unfortunately do not have the money to do so. So, do I trade him? Or do I trade a goalie? And in my honest opinion, with Igor Shesterkin at $8.5 million and Spencer Knight for $4.5, I don't think I can make that decision. However, at the end of this offseason, I'm still going to have... Alright, you know what? Executive decision, we are going to trade Spencer Knight. I don't think he's going to play a whole heck of a lot for us, and I really need to get Pinto back into the lineup. And then Lucas Dostal can come up. Actually, how much are you making, actually? 3,175. On a one-way, though. Shoot. We will keep... Might be able to get that good of a deal with him. Alright. We are going to deal Spencer Knight for... No... There we go. Spencer Knight for a second and a third. We are missing a goalie, so we will go ahead and call one up. It'll be Dostal, and then Josh Wasness there now, Aturati, Bootland, Regula. We'll just stick with those. So Dostal, and then we will have Shane Pinto. All right, so we should re-sign So for Shane Pinto, you want that much money? Jesus Christ! Oh my God, Shane, buddy, come on, you're killing me. All right, Shane, get back to me. Thank you. All right, advance a couple days. We'll see when he comes back. We'll see how Drury does. I decided to accept your offer. Thanks, buddy. Super thrilled. All right. So let's see here. Where does he fit? 87 overall, line 2, of course. Bang, bang. So actually, it will be Ryan O'Reilly manning the third line with Forster and Gustafsson. Fourth line will stay the same, and Shane Pinto on line 2. Power play. Jack Drury and Shane Pinto, okay. Ryan O'Reilly's there, Jack Drury's doing good. Ooh, actually, that's what we're going to go with. Kaprizov, Drury, and Rantanen. Neighbors, Pinto, and Podkolzin. So it's a +2 here, +4 for the big guys. Let's run it. See how Drury does. See if we can't turn him into a first-line center magically. And we will take a look at contract extensions here. See if we can't get anybody for cheap. 3.9 for 2 years. No, you're going to be walking, especially at your age. Lawrence, 2 years, 2.85. We'll do that easily. Nason, 32. We'll extend Nason, as he should be a good fourth line guy for us at minimum. And cannot extend Pinto. Figures, and that's okay. Alright, so now let's sim to January 1st and see how the team is doing. Starting off here, 6-1. 3-game win streak, absolutely dominating the Oilers. Shutout on the Wild. Win over the Canadiens and the Lightning. 6-game win streak, 7, 8. We just won 13 games in a row. And the Nashville Predators are keeping up with us in the point standings. Alright, whatever. Devils, sure. Panthers, sure. Golden Knights, sure. Stars, sure. Predators at 34, what the? Alright. 19-2 here. Destroy the Rangers. Beat the Sens. Beat the Sharks. Beat the Devils. First back-to-back losses of the season, and as we lost a third, this one being in overtime. Loss to the Canes is fair. So almost halfway through the season, your Tigers are 36-1 for 61 total points. The Nashville Predators are being very annoying with 58, just 1.5 games behind. Stars with 48 points. Pacific looks very weak, especially with the Oilers being 18-18-1. Hurricanes and Devils look to have control over the Metro. However, the Penguins and Islanders and the Flyers really aren't that far back. For the Atlantic, Panthers, Bruins, and the Sabres are duking it out, while the Senators, Lightning, Wings, and Leafs really aren't that far behind. So let's take a look here at, we'll say, the mid-season stats. You know what? We will sim exactly to the mid-season. So, 38, 39, 40, 41. So we will sim past this Wild game, as we will get an exact representation of what the rest of the season should look like for our teams. Ooh. I'll decline that. Beat the Oilers and the Wild. Sweet. 35-7-2 through 41 games. Wishing some of the losses were overtime losses to get the extra point. However, 42 wins. 30-something wins through 40-something games. Absolutely awesome. Oh, wow. Woo-hoo, baby. Kirill Kaprizov, 41 goals, 51 assists, 92 points. Wow, this is impressive. Mikko Rantanen, 35 goals, 49 assists. Those two have already, no matter what, point per game. They might be 2 points per game at this pace. Wow. They both have 17 power play goals. One has one more game winner, and the other one has more power play assists. Provorov is having a heck of a season. Wow. These numbers are going to be fantastic. Shane Pinto, decent year. Drury's having a career year, already setting career numbers. However, he is on pace for 58 points, and that is not doable. I know he's young. I know he's a lower overall. Cannot happen. Your stats are good enough, or your attributes, whatever you want to call them. 54% on the face-off. That's nice. What was his goals for? Huh. Wonder what his goal was. He's having a good year. We live with those. How is the goalie doing? Shesterkin, 32, 7-2, 924. Looks cracked. Love to see it. Alright, so goalies. Looks like Higor's on his way to another Vezina. Miroschenko. Looks like he's going to get the Calder. However, Vasily Ponomarev, only 2 points behind. Playing on the 4th line, by the way. I don't even remember what his goal was, but it really should have been the Calder. Oops. Let's see here. Kaprizov and Rantanen leading the league by 20 points. Oh my god, this isn't even going to be close. Sebastian Aho, 64 points, being second. That's pretty neat. And the Maurice Richard. Playing the first line, playing power play 1 or 2. Alright. And for defenseman? No. Nah. No. I must be seeing things wrong. Ivan Provorov for Norris. Yeah, okay. Sure. And I'm going to make it to the National Hockey League tomorrow. Yeah, no. I don't believe that. That's not going to happen. First, third, 92 points, word. Alright, let's see here. Adjust the scouts slightly. Potential in comparison. Oh, yeah, no, see, I'm not doing all that. Yeah, y'all got it, brother. Y'all got it. Alright, how is the AHL doing? Really only care about 1 or 2 players, most. Let's see here. 12-7, 6-15. Not great. Not bad. Rock with that. Alright, so simming up towards the trade deadline. Check in on the players once more, a little bit quicker next time, and go through the trade deadline. Now won 4 in a row. 5. And then lose another one in overtime. That would be only our 10th loss of the season through 45 games. Wow, what a month of February for your Tigers. 3, 7, 9, 13, and 0 to finish off February. We did not lose a game in February. We are currently on a... Oh, we did lose one. 12-0 and 1. 12-game win streak, however. 50 wins on 12 total losses, as we have now separated from the Predators. Pacific just looks absolutely weak. Central doesn't look all that strong other than us and the Predators. The Atlantic looks weak. Not much separation. And then the Hurricanes look like the best team from the East. So right before we head on into the trade deadline. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Switch the power play. I wanted Mikko to get the Richard. Alright. So, Kirill Kaprizov, 135 points, 65 and 70. Rantanen, 49 and 75 for 124. Provorov, 72 points. Drury, 57 points. Pinto, 46 points. And then it drops off. However, still playing pretty good. Plus 50. Plus 42 for Drury. Plus 36 for Rantanen. And I think that was because they were just on different lines for a little bit. Power play goals, 26 and 22. One short-handed goal compared to none. A little bit more ice time. 48% face-offs, 32. Jury at 54%, Pinto at 55, Forster 57, Riley 53. How's the goalies looking? 58 and 4, 923. Good God. And 72 points from Provorov. Who is this guy? He's going to win the Norris. Plus 49. Good God. To be completely honest, I think I'm just going to check to see what's on the trade block, see if I can boost the bottom 6, and go from there. Ha! The Utah Hockey Club signed Patrick Kane for $10 million. Nice. Philip Deneau or Brodin. I'm not doing it. Teuvo Teravainen, Nyquist, Bertuzzi. Damon Severson. Interesting. 5 years, $6.5 million. Yep, not really interested in anything in there, so we are just going to skip it and send to the end of the season. We have 20 games remaining. So let's go ahead and get through those. Sweet, so we set out to clinch a postseason spot, and we have, as I believe we will also get the President's Trophy. Although I did see a couple losses, so we'll see. Not going to count our chickens before they hatch. We did lose the first 4 games of March after winning 12 in a row. Now we're riding the ship here. 3 in a row. Lost to the Avs, lost to the Oilers. Beat the Wild. Beat the Canadiens. Lost to the Lightning. Beat the Bruins. The Canucks. The Flyers. And we've already clinched the President's Trophy. How freaking beautiful. Lost to the Utah. Come on, we've got to beat one of these last teams. There we go. 60 wins on the season. 126 points. 103 for the Knights. 109 for the Hurricanes. And 110 for the Panthers. Not bad. A lot of 100-point teams in our division, and like none for the rest of the league. So, taking a look at how things are going to play out, we will be taking on the Oilers. Yikes, that's scary. Playing the McDavid and Draisaitl Oilers. Fudge. Actually, no. It's Canucks Oilers. We face the Blackhawks. 102-point Blackhawks. Knights, Avs, Stars, Preds. Well then. Alright. Holy. Unbelievable. 79 goals, 92 assists for Kaprizov. 73 goals, 91 assists for Rantanen. I'm amazed. So quickly looking through these, Jack Drury, 71 points. How are you still only a depth forward? Pinto had 63, not bad. Ponomarev had 32. O'Reilly 29. Lorentz 25. Okay, let's see how he did on the face-off. 54, 55, 54 for Riley. Not bad at all. So we've gone through him. Neighbors had 43 points. That's not bad. Rantanen, Forster with 43. Podkolzin with 38. That should be an improvement from last year. Yep, 11-point increase. Plus 7 on the plus, minus. Definitely a bigger step with the offense. Nason, 19 points. I think a slight regression there. All right, Provorov, 93 points. He went from I think it was a 34-point season last year to 93 with an assist per game. Just adding on 11 goals for fun. Schneider, 26. Kesselring, 26. They all had 20 except Samuelson, but that's fine. Kesselring was a plus 58. Oh my god. Shesterkin, 60, 16, and 6. 6 shutouts, 917 save percentage. 50 skaters, of course. You will see how the forwards did. Ratty had 62. Wah had 50. Bootland had 38. Good God. Minus 53. Oh, I know y'all sucked. Oh, God. Ooh, alright. So, taking a look across the league, see where we stand here. So, Kaprizov wins the Richard. Wish it was Rantanen, because that's what I gave him. What the heck? The assist leader, also Kaprizov. Wow, Svashnaho had 127 points. Alright. Point leader, Kaprizov again. Plus minus leader, Kesselring and Provorov. Kaprizov is fourth. How beautiful. Rookie skaters, Stromberg. Oh, man. Stromberg and Taja Ginla have 34 points. Vasily Ponomarev has 32. So you might look at that number and go, well, darn, Ponomarev is not going to win the Calder. However, Ponomarev is a +2. Ginla and Stromberg are both negatives. Higher shooting percentage, more game winners, more power play points. Other than Ginla, I'm just saying. Alright. Goalies. Yeah, obviously it was Igor. It was always Igor. Spoon feed him the Veznas. Ivan Provorov wins the freaking Norris. 82 assists. Quinn said 70. Wow. That is. Wow. So we will play the Blackhawks freaking again. We were first, second, and sixth across the league. Ooh, what else? Awards. Are they unlocked? They are not. But maybe this will work? Checking it this way? So, Kaprizov should win about every freaking trophy? No, okay. So he's sober. Right now, all he has is a Calder. Sure would be nice to get him a whole heck of a lot more. But, alright guys, that'll do it for today's episode. Next episode, we will be going through the playoffs and hoping to get to host Lord Stanley, actually, not just see him. So, until then, keep your sticks tapping, baby.